Welcome to Valuable Coins All World, the place where history meets treasure. Here, every coin tells a story, from the oldest United States classics that shaped our past to the newest rare discoveries that amaze collectors today. If you love the thrill of uncovering hidden value, exploring the beauty of design, and learning the secrets behind coins worth fortunes, then you're in the right place. Join us as we dive deep into the world of rare U.S. coins, both old and new, and reveal the fascinating details that make them priceless. Top 1. The Washington Quarter has carried the face of America's first president for decades, but in 1999, the state quarters program gave this coin an entirely new dimension. Each state was given a chance to showcase its history, pride, and culture. By 2007, one of the most iconic designs in the entire series was released, the Montana State Quarter. This quarter quickly captured attention, not only because of its bold design, but also because of the powerful story it tells about the land known as Big Sky Country. For collectors, the Montana issue became one of the most unforgettable state quarters ever minted. On the obverse, the coin carries the timeless portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. His dignified profile has remained a constant reminder of leadership and unity since 1932. But it is the reverse that makes the Montana quarter stand out from the rest. The design features the skull of a bison prominently placed above a sweeping Montana landscape. The words "Big Sky Country" are inscribed, celebrating the state's famous wide-open horizons. The bison skull has deep symbolism. It reflects both the natural heritage of the region and the importance of the bison to Native American culture and the history of the Great Plains. The skull also serves as a reminder of the harshness of survival and the cycles of nature. Behind the skull lies a detailed Montana landscape, with rolling plains and mountains stretching into the horizon. It is a striking image that captures the vastness and beauty of the state. The inscriptions on the coin include Montana, 1889, to mark the year of statehood, E pluribus unum, and the year 2007. Each detail ties the coin to its place and time in history. When the Montana quarter was first released, it sparked conversations and debates. Some people were surprised by the stark choice of a skull, while others admired its boldness and authenticity. In time, it became one of the most recognizable state quarter designs. Collectors immediately recognized its appeal. Unlike many other state quarters that featured buildings or simple emblems, the Montana coin carried a sense of raw wilderness and natural power. Millions of these coins were struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, entering circulation across the country. But as with all coins, condition is everything. Those preserved in flawless mint state condition became the most valuable over time. Proof and silver-proof versions were also struck for collectors. These coins display the design in stunning detail, with mirror-like backgrounds and frosted images that make the bison skull and Montana landscape come alive. Silver proofs, in particular, remain highly sought after, as they bring extra weight and brilliance to the design. Many collectors consider them the ultimate way to appreciate the Montana quarter. Error coins from the 2007 Montana issue have also fascinated collectors. Off-center strikes, double dies, and planchet flaws have created unique rarities worth many times more than ordinary examples. Auction houses and private sales have seen strong demand for Montana quarters in top grades, with certain rare varieties commanding impressive prices. The connection to Montana itself adds to the coin's appeal. Known as Big Sky Country, the state is celebrated for its mountains, plains, rivers, and wildlife. The quarter captures all of that in a single, bold design. For residents of Montana, the quarter became a symbol of pride. It reminded people of their heritage, their land, and the strength of their communities. For numismatists, the Montana quarter remains one of the standout issues of the 50-state quarters program. Its uniqueness and symbolism set it apart from more traditional designs. The coin also serves as an educational tool. Many young collectors who first saw the Montana quarter were inspired to learn more about the state, its wildlife, and its history. The bison skull on the coin is particularly striking because it ties together past and present. Once nearly hunted to extinction, the bison remains a symbol of resilience and survival in American history. The Montana landscape beneath the skull reinforces the idea of balance between life, death, and the enduring beauty of the land. For collectors, Building a full set of the 2007 state quarters is a rewarding challenge, but the Montana issue is often considered the crown jewel of that year. Numismatists often note that the Montana quarter has one of the most distinctive reverse designs of all. 50 state quarters, making it unforgettable even to casual collectors. Both Philadelphia and Denver Mint issues are prized in top condition, while proof and silver proof versions add depth and beauty to collections. Over the years, high-grade examples have become increasingly scarce, pushing their values higher as demand continues to grow. The Montana quarter is also a reminder that coins can be both functional money and lasting works of art. Its design tells a story that resonates with both collectors and everyday Americans. Even people who stumbled upon the coin in circulation often saved it, knowing it was something special compared to ordinary quarters. And today, the Montana State Quarter has risen far beyond its face value. For those fortunate enough to own one of the finest examples, its worth goes well beyond its 25-cent denomination. The most extraordinary examples of the United States of America Washington quarter-dollar states Montana 2007 have been valued at the impressive price of $79,000. Top 2. The Washington quarter has always been a coin of history and legacy, but the 50 state quarters program gave it a new purpose by celebrating the unique identity of each American state. In 2004, one of the most dazzling designs appeared, and it came from the silver state itself, Nevada. This coin instantly stood out, not just because it represented a state known for its vibrant history and rich culture, but also because of the breathtaking design that captured the spirit of Nevada. Collectors quickly took note, and this coin has since become a memorable part of the series. On the obverse of the Nevada State Quarter, we still find the familiar portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. His strong profile symbolizes unity and leadership, remaining consistent since 1932. The reverse, however, is where the magic of Nevada shines. The design is an elegant celebration of the state's heritage, featuring 3 wild Mustangs galloping freely across the land. Their strength and movement reflect the untamed nature of Nevada's vast desert landscapes. Above the horses, a rising sun adds warmth and depth to the design. It symbolizes new beginnings and the endless horizons that stretch across the Nevada desert. The sun's rays bring life to the scene, highlighting the vitality of the state. Around the horses, sagebrush, the official state flower, frames the image. This plant, hardy and resilient, is perfectly symbolic of Nevada's environment and the people who have thrived there. The inscriptions on the coin include the word Nevada, the state's year of admission, 1864, and the famous phrase, the Silver State. At the bottom, the year 2004 and E pluribus unum complete the design. The phrase, the Silver State, is not just a slogan. It tells the story of Nevada's rich mining history. The discovery of silver in the mid-1800s shaped the economy, culture, and identity of the region. The wild Mustangs are more than decorative. They are a tribute to Nevada's free spirit. These animals roam the deserts and mountains, embodying the sense of independence and resilience that defines the state. The combination of the sun, horses, and sagebrush makes the Nevada Quarter one of the most dynamic and artistic designs in the entire state quarters program. It manages to capture movement, life, and heritage in a single image. When this coin was released in 2004, it sparked enthusiasm among collectors and everyday people alike. Many immediately set it aside, knowing it was far too beautiful to spend as an ordinary quarter. Millions of these coins were struck at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, with special proof versions created at the San Francisco Mint. Each type carries its own appeal to collectors. The proof coins, especially the silver proofs, highlight the Nevada design in stunning contrast. The mirror-like fields and frosted images make the Mustangs and the rising sun appear almost alive. Collectors also prize coins that remain in mint state condition, free of scratches or wear. These examples can command significantly higher values than circulated coins. Error varieties from the Nevada Quarter are especially sought after. Off-center strikes, doubling, or unusual planchet flaws can transform an already beautiful coin into a rare and valuable treasure. Auction records have shown that the Nevada State Quarter is capable of achieving impressive prices when offered in exceptional condition. High-grade examples are consistently in demand for Nevada residents. This quarter became more than just currency. It became a symbol of their home. It reflected their pride in their land, their history, and their enduring nickname as the Silver State. The design also serves as a history lesson. Young collectors who first discovered this coin learned about the wild mustangs, the mining era, and the resilient sagebrush. It brought Nevada's story to the forefront in a way that few coins had before. The artistic energy of the coin lies in the way the horses are shown in motion, representing freedom and strength. They are not still, but alive and untamed, much like the spirit of Nevada itself. The sagebrush at the sides grounds the design, reminding viewers that even in harsh conditions, life flourishes. It is a subtle yet powerful message. The Nevada quarter has a sense of depth and storytelling that sets it apart. It doesn't just display a symbol, it captures an entire way of life. Collectors often rank it among the most beautifully designed quarters in the series, noting how well it balances historical reference with natural imagery. The rising sun in the design continues to inspire admiration, as it symbolizes both the past and the promise of the future. Its rays stretch outward as if welcoming the dawn of new opportunities. For those who collect the entire set of state quarters, the Nevada coin often becomes a centerpiece. Its combination of artistry and symbolism makes it unforgettable. Over the years, values have steadily risen, particularly for pristine mint state examples and rare error coins. Collectors treasure the opportunity to own such a stunning piece of history. The Nevada quarter is more than a coin. It is a miniature canvas, a piece of art that tells a story of freedom, resilience, and natural beauty. That it remains a shining example of how coins can reflect both heritage and identity, transforming something as small as a quarter into a timeless treasure. Today, the United States of America Washington quarter dollar states Nevada 2004 has been valued at the remarkable price of $86,000. Top 3. The Washington quarter has long been one of the most beloved coins in American history. But when the America the Beautiful Quarters program was introduced, it gave these coins a new life by celebrating the nation's greatest national parks and historic sites. Among these issues, the 2015 Bombay Hook quarter quickly became a standout. This coin represents Delaware, one of the smallest states in the nation, but it carries an enormous amount of pride and natural beauty. The design showcases Bombay Hook National Wildlife Refuge, a treasured sanctuary for countless bird species and a serene landscape that reflects the quiet beauty of America's wetlands. That on the obverse of the quarter, we still see the dignified portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. His profile has been a constant since 1932, anchoring the series with tradition and continuity. But the reverse of the Bombay Hook quarter is where collectors and admirers pause in awe. It is a masterful representation of nature's grace, featuring two elegant birds standing in the wetlands. One is in the foreground, tall and poised, while the other feeds gracefully in the shallow water. This design captures the very essence of Bombay Hook, a refuge that serves as a haven for migratory birds along the Atlantic flyway. The wetlands are home to snow geese, herons, egrets, and countless other species that thrive in this peaceful landscape. The quarter's artistry lies in its simplicity. There are no dramatic mountains or powerful animals charging across the design, only calm water, reeds, and birds at rest. Yet, this quiet scene holds a profound sense of balance and tranquility. The inscriptions include Bombay Hook, Delaware, the year of issue 2015, and the ever-present E Pluribus Unum. Each marking reinforces the coin's role in celebrating the unity and diversity of the United States. Collectors admired how the design successfully transports the viewer to the refuge itself. By looking at the coin, one can almost imagine standing at the water's edge, listening to the calls of birds, and feeling the breeze that flows across the marsh. The Bombay Hook quarter is a reminder of the importance of preserving America's natural wonders. It highlights not just historical achievements, but the living beauty of the land and its wildlife. The proof versions of this coin, particularly the silver proofs, showcase the details of the birds and water with striking clarity. The mirrored background contrasts beautifully with the frosted images, bringing the scene to life. Mint state examples, those preserved without scratches or circulation wear, are especially prized by collectors who want to hold on to this delicate masterpiece in its finest form. Like other quarters in the series, the The Bombay hook coin was struck in large numbers at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, while San Francisco produced proof versions. Each mint mark adds another layer of interest for serious collectors. The design's peaceful imagery makes it a favorite not only among numismatists, but also among nature enthusiasts who appreciate how a coin can reflect the wonders of the natural world. Auction houses have recorded strong results for pristine examples, especially those graded at the highest levels by professional services. The quality of strike and preservation plays a key role in its value. Error coins, though rare, have surfaced in the Bombay hook issue. Misstrikes, doubling, or planchet flaws transform these already desirable coins into true rarities worth far more than their face value. The Bombay hook quarter also holds a special place for residents of Delaware. It gives national recognition to a location that locals have cherished for generations, elevating their state's natural heritage onto a piece of circulating art. This coin reminds us that America's beauty lies not only in its towering landmarks, but also in the quieter places where nature flourishes undisturbed. The two birds depicted on the coin are not identified specifically, allowing viewers to see in them the many species that call Bombay hook home. This universal quality adds to the timeless appeal of the design. The wetlands featured on the quarter represent life, resilience, and balance. They are ecosystems that support countless creatures, and the coin immortalizes this importance in miniature form. Unlike some quarters that tell stories of battles or monuments, the Bombay hook coin tells a story of stillness and harmony. It offers a reminder that protection of natural spaces is just as vital as the preservation of history. Collectors often rank this coin among the most peaceful and elegant designs of the America the Beautiful series, praising its artistic restraint and natural focus. The scene also serves as an educational tool for young collectors, introducing them to the importance of conservation and the role of wildlife refuges in America's environmental history. From a design perspective, the empty space is on. The coin, the open water and sky, are just as important as the birds themselves. This gives the image a sense of depth and realism that captivates the viewer. The Bombay hook quarter shows how even small, quiet places can leave a lasting mark on a nation's culture. Through this design, Delaware's hidden gem became known across the country. Over the years, the Bombay hook coin has continued to grow in appreciation. Collectors who own high-grade examples know they hold not only a piece of metal, but also a symbol of America's dedication to preserving beauty. It is both a coin and a story, a snapshot of a refuge where life continues in its natural rhythm, untouched by time. For coin collectors, nature lovers, and those who treasure America's diverse heritage, the Bombay hook quarter remains a must-have. Today, the United States of America Washington $quarter states Bombay hook 2015 is valued at the extraordinary price of $65,000. Top 4. The Washington quarter has always carried a sense of tradition, but when the America the Beautiful quarters program began, these coins became powerful storytellers, each one capturing a special place in the nation's history and natural landscape. Among them, the Shenandoah quarter of 2014 holds a unique place. This coin celebrates Shenandoah National Park in Virginia, a breathtaking expanse of rolling hills, rocky cliffs, and vast forests. Known for its panoramic views and winding skyline drive, Shenandoah is one of America's most beloved parks, and the quarter honoring it reflects that beauty with grace. On the obverse of the coin is the timeless portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. His image has been a constant since 1932, representing leadership, stability, and unity. The reverse, however, takes us directly into the heart of Shenandoah. The design features a hiker standing atop the rocky cliffs of Little Stony Man, gazing out over the sweeping valley below. This figure represents not just adventure, but the spirit of exploration that has always defined the American experience. The rugged rocks are sharply detailed, giving a sense of strength and permanence. They remind us that Shenandoah's beauty has stood for centuries and will continue to inspire for generations to come. The hiker, carefully etched into the design, makes this quarter deeply personal. It invites the viewer to imagine themselves in that very spot, breathing in the fresh mountain air and taking in the endless views. The inscriptions on the coin include Shenandoah, Virginia, the year of issue 2014, and the familiar phrase, e pluribus unum. Together, these words frame the natural wonder with a national identity. When this quarter was released, it immediately stood out for its human-centered design. While many America the Beautiful coins feature wildlife or landmarks, the Shenandoah coin chose to highlight the bond between people and nature. Collectors appreciated this unique perspective. It made the coin not only a tribute to a place, but also a reflection of the experiences countless visitors have shared while exploring Shenandoah. The proof versions of this coin, particularly the silver proofs, highlight the contrast between the rocky cliffs and the distant horizon with striking clarity. Under magnification, the hiker appears almost lifelike against the detailed textures of the rocks. Mint state examples of the Shenandoah quarter have been highly sought after, especially those graded at the very highest levels. A perfect strike brings out the depth of the scene in remarkable fashion. Error coins from this issue are also of great interest. Off-center strikes, double dies, and unusual planchet flaws have turned some Shenandoah quarters into rare collector treasures. The coin was struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints for circulation, while San Francisco produced both clad and silver-proof versions. Each has its own collector appeal, and full sets are prized. The design itself reflects a sense of motion and perspective that is unusual for coins. By showing the hiker looking outward, the viewer is drawn into the scene, almost sharing the same experience. Shenandoah National Park is known for its miles of hiking trails, cascading waterfalls, and the skyline drive that runs the length of the park. The coin captures that adventurous spirit in a single moment. For Virginians, this quarter brought pride and recognition. It highlighted a place close to their hearts, sharing it with the rest of the nation through everyday currency. Many collectors see the Shenandoah quarter as one of the most artistically inspiring designs of the entire series, thanks to its focus on human connection with nature. The image also reminds us of the value of conservation. Shenandoah was preserved to protect its forests and wildlife, and the quarter emphasizes the importance of experiencing and respecting these natural wonders. Even those who have never visited the park can feel its majesty through the design. It conveys both solitude and grandeur, making it resonate deeply with anyone who loves the outdoors. The hiker stands as a symbol of exploration, curiosity, and resilience, qualities that reflect the American spirit. That makes this coin more than just a design. It is a piece of storytelling. Collectors admire the balance of detail in this coin. The rocky cliffs are sharply defined, but the distant horizon gives a sense of space, creating depth unlike most quarter designs. The quarter also sparked renewed interest in Shenandoah National Park itself, inspiring some to visit and see firsthand the beauty captured on this small but powerful coin. For those who build complete sets of America the Beautiful quarters, the Shenandoah piece often stands out as a favorite, admired both for its design and for its symbolic meaning. As years have passed, the Shenandoah quarter has become increasingly valued, not only for its artistic qualities, but also for the rarity of pristine examples and unusual error coins. Its popularity continues to grow among seasoned numismatists, casual collectors, and nature enthusiasts alike. It bridges the worlds of currency and conservation in an unforgettable way. The Shenandoah quarter is more than a coin. It is a celebration of adventure, a tribute to natural beauty, and a reminder of the human bond with the land. For collectors, it represents an opportunity to hold a piece of that adventure in their hands, preserved forever in metal. Today, the United States of America Washington $quarter states Shenandoah 2014 is valued at the incredible price of $69,000. Top 5. The Washington quarter has long been a coin that Americans recognize instantly. But with the launch of the 50-state quarters program in 1999, this familiar coin transformed into a storyteller of history, culture, and heritage. One of the most captivating designs of this series came in the year 2000, when Virginia was honored with a quarter celebrating its rich past. Virginia holds a special place in American history. As the site of the first permanent English settlement at Jamestown in 1607, it became the foundation upon which much of the nation's early story was built. The Virginia quarter proudly reflects this beginning, giving tribute to the birthplace of America's colonial legacy. On the obverse of the coin remains the classic portrait of George Washington, created by John Flanagan. His image has been the centerpiece of the quarter since 1932, symbolizing leadership and unity throughout decades of change. But the reverse design is where Virginia's story unfolds in magnificent detail. The quarter depicts the three ships that carried English settlers across the Atlantic Ocean to Jamestown: the Susan Constant, the Godspeed, and the Discovery. These vessels are shown sailing proudly, their sails full, heading toward a new destiny. The choice of these ships is both powerful and symbolic. They represent courage, exploration, and the determination of early settlers who embarked on a perilous journey into the unknown. The design captures the moment where history was changed forever. Above the ships, the coin bears the inscription Virginia 1788, marking the year the state entered the Union. Below, the words Jamestown 1607 to 2007 pay tribute to the upcoming 400th anniversary of the settlement, while 2000 and E Pluribus Unum complete the design. The imagery resonates strongly with both collectors and history enthusiasts. The Virginia Quarter does not simply commemorate a state. It commemorates the very roots of America's colonial past. The detail of the ships on this coin is remarkable. Each mast, sail, and flag is finely etched, showing the craftsmanship that went into honoring such an important moment in history. For those who study the 50-state quarters, Virginia's design is often considered one of the most striking. It has a sense of movement and purpose, as though the ships are sailing straight off the coin into the pages of history. When the quarter was released in 2000, it generated great excitement among the public. Millions of Americans rushed to collect it, and for Virginians, it became a source of pride and identity. The coin also served as an educational tool, teaching younger generations about Jamestown, the struggles of the settlers, and the importance of that first permanent colony. The proof versions of this coin, especially those struck in silver, present the design in stunning clarity. The mirrored background and frosted details bring the ships to life with breathtaking realism. Mint state examples of the Virginia Quarter are highly valued, particularly those that remain untouched by circulation. Coins graded at the highest levels by professional services have become coveted pieces in many collections. Error varieties of the Virginia Quarter are especially sought after. Off-center strikes, double dies, or misprinted planchets add layers of rarity and intrigue, making some examples far more valuable than standard issues. Collectors treasure the Virginia Quarter not just for its design, but also for the story it tells. Few coins in the entire series carry the same weight of history as this one. That the release of the Virginia Quarter also reminded Americans of how much the past shapes the present. By placing the Jamestown ships in the palms of millions, it connected people with the courage and struggles of their ancestors. For Virginia residents, this coin was more than a collectible. It was a symbol of their state's role in the birth of the nation. It gave national recognition to a chapter of history that remains vital today. The artistry of the Virginia Quarter is timeless. Even 2 decades after its release, it remains one of the most admired and frequently discussed designs of the state quarters program. The presence of 3 ships sailing together creates a sense of unity and shared purpose. It reflects the way small groups of determined individuals can create lasting change. The Virginia Quarter also serves as a reminder of the challenges those settlers faced: harsh weather, scarcity of resources, and the uncertainty of survival in a new land. In this way, the coin honors not just their success, but also their endurance and resilience, qualities that continue to inspire today. Collectors across the country have placed the Virginia Quarter high on their list of must-have coins. Its historical depth and visual beauty make it unforgettable. High-grade versions continue to achieve impressive results at auctions, especially when they feature sharp details and brilliant luster. The Virginia Quarter has also become a favorite gift for history enthusiasts and students, as it combines artistry with a meaningful story of America's beginnings. Even casual collectors who stumbled upon this quarter in their pocket change often chose to keep it, recognizing its historical importance. 2 decades later, the Virginia State Quarter remains a shining example of how coins can teach, inspire, and preserve memory. It is not just a piece of metal. It is a vessel of history, carrying with it the story of Jamestown and the ships that forever changed the course of America. Today, the United States of America Washington $quarter States Virginia 2000 is valued at the extraordinary price of $100,000.